Welcome to our channel Wisdom Coaching Center. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is algae. As we have started third chapter of 11th class, Plant Kingdom. Under that heading, we had already discussed about different systems of classification. Now, first topic, real topic supposed to be start as a plant kingdom, algae. You know that algae are aquatic plants. They are marine as well as freshwater. They are specially evolved and adapted to be in water. Therefore, they have very simple features that they are thalloidal. They don't have root, stem and leaves because need not to have root, stem and leaves as they do not need to have the support. Therefore, no root, no need to absorb the water, no root, and they are either attached to the substratum by hold fast or simply merged in water or floating on the water. So, very simple. Moreover, they don't have epidermis and stomata as very simple that have only waxy coating gelatinous sheath or mucilaginous sheath to protect their underneath from hypotonic or hypertonic or solution or water around them. So let us start with general characteristics of algae. So as a group heading algae, general characteristic always we have to have that first character as a habit and habitat. So habit is that thalloidal plant body, that is without root, stem and leaves, without root, stem and leaves. So here you can understand that when there is no root, stem and leaves, and you are already learned in 7th, 9th class, even in 10th class also, that chlorella, chlamydomonas, spirogera, oscillaria and so on, that very simple plants. Habitat that they always found in water. Their habitat is they are aquatic, maybe marine water or fresh water. So being aquatic, they need not to have that root, stem and leaves to absorb and conduct. So simply by diffusion that work happen. So cell structure or thallus structure, that thallus structure, they are unicellular or multicellular, unbranched or branched. So unicellular example, chlamydomonas, chlorella and so on. Multicellular unbranched, spirogera, oscillaria or ulothrix and so on. Branched, dictoita, chondrus, Zelidium and so on. Fucus. They may be colonial. So volvox, Pandorina, Eudorina, Bulbocite and so on. So see their thallus structure, that means organization. Either they are unicellular, but as we have already studied in 5 kingdom system, that chlamydomonas and chlorella being unicellular eukaryote, they are transferred under protista, but still they keep the qualities or features of the algae. So as a part of study we are studying here. having multicellular unbranched, Spirogara urethrics, they are suppose unbranched, filamentous, and Spirogara has spirally coiled chloroplasts, and that we have already drawn diagram and you are known about Spirogara. Now you are supposed to get information about this branched one because you did not learn that Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. You learn about Chlorophyceae member, but you did not learn Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae in detail in 9th class, although there was a classification system or different types of plants and animals you studied under classification system. So this time you will learn. And these are the colonial form. Among that, Volvox is famous, and that you are known that many cells together form in a colony, live in a colony, like same Padorina, Idorina, Bulbochit, even Coleochit. Okay, these are the examples according to the thallus structure. Very important that all the algae, that mode of nutrition, that all the algae, they are autotrophic. So they are autotrophic, they produce their own food. Only one, that exception as a question for NEET, please remember, Cephalurus is an algae that found parasitically in tea plant. Cephalurus is a parasitic algae found in tea plant leaves. This is a question for the NEET. So please remember as a point of NEET. So mode of nutrition is autotrophic. Few of them in symbiotic association with lichen, and that's what we study under the lichen. Here they are having different types of storage of food material. So mode of storage of food. So they store, as we know that higher plants store food in the form of starch. So they also store food in the form of starch, Floridian starch, lamnarin, mannitol, etc. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectin, and maybe in some cases algin deposited in addition to that. So they are having this cell wall made up of cellulose, pectin, like higher plant, hemicellulose, cellulose. In addition to that, some of the algae, they have algin over cell wall. Now mode of reproduction, they are haplontic, and because of haplontic, they are non-embryophyte because they do not develop embryo, non-embryophyte, and a tracheophyte because they don't have conducting tissue, as well as they are cryptogams. Together we are writing these 3 points to understand they are non-flowering, they do not have conducting tissue and do not develop embryo. Their zygote directly undergo meiosis instead of mitosis to develop the embryo, undergo meiosis and produce spore which develop into their young plants. So mode of reproduction, they have no reproductive organs to produce gamete. Hence any cell of their body can act as a gamete and produce gamete. So there are 3 modes of formation of gamete. That modes are isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Isogamous, that gametes are similar with the shape and size. If they are flagellated, both are flagellated, both male and female. In anisogamous, either they are similar in shape Either they are similar in shape but dissimilar in size. So male is shorter than female. So male gamete is smaller, shorter, and female gamete is larger. So that they are dissimilar in size, similar in shape. So if they are similar in size, that one is motile, another is non-motile. So this is what anisogamous. And oogamous, they are dissimilar in both. One is motile, another is non-motile and larger. So here, similar in both shape and size. Similar in either shape or size. Here they are dissimilar in both shape and size. So they are oogamous. For example, volvox and fucus. These are the example of this one. Here this is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is the example. And here Spirogyra. And even some case Chlamydomonas comes under both. Chlamydomonas has isogamous as well as anisogamous. So these are the supposed mode of reproduction. By having these three different types of gametes, they fuse from zygote which undergo meiosis and directly produce spore. Therefore, they have zygotic meiosis. So this zygotic meiosis is the point to be known. Zygotic meiosis and haplontic cycle and haplontic life cycle. These are the 2 points which supposed to be known for NEET. They can be asked in NEET examination by having set up of any kind of question. Now, other mode of reproduction, that there are two other mode of reproduction. One is fragmentation, is a simple asexual mode, fragmentation, and second is by spore formation. So these are the two vegetative or asexual mode of reproduction. Fragmentation, that get cut into part and separately they divide it to produce the new cell and get enlarged in size. Spore formation, that either zoospore or aplanospore are produced. So zoospore are flagellated, aplanospore are non-flagellated. So these are two other methods of reproductions are observed in algae. So algae can reproduce by means of vegetative by fragmentation, asexual by spore formation, and sexual by these three means: isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. That's what you did understand. Now they do not have this reproductive organ. That is very important, because in bryophyte, pteridophyte, reproductive organ developed to produce the male and female gametes. So that is also point of NEET. Also they are non-embryophyte. Is important. Our tracheophyte cryptogams may not be important, but they are non-embryophyte because bryophytes evolved as embryophyte, which evolved from algae. Therefore, in connection, we have to remember that algae are non-embryophyte and they don't have reproductive organ. No doubt, they require water for fertilization since they are aquatic and they release their male and female gametes. Either they have fertilization within the body or they get fertilized there close to the body in gelatinous sheath. So these are the general characteristic of algae. So you may be visit to the net and observe the diagrams related to these examples given so that you can understand well. Now under algae we are going to study these three groups: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae in next lecture as a differentiating feature among these three with their general characteristic. I hope you did enjoy today's lecture based on general characteristic of algae, and if you are in doubt you can ask in comment section. I appeal you to join our channel by subscribing it and by pressing bell icon to get notified as and when new videos are uploaded. Thank you.